Hello friends, I am Sayukta and today we are going to be learning another Zentangle original pattern, and the name of the pattern is called Knightsbridge. Yes, I've already posted few pictures of how the pattern looks on my Facebook page Sayukta Zentangle. So this is the same page wherein I have put the pattern into different grids and shown how it looks when the same thing is put into different grids, right? The basic pattern Knightsbridge is nothing but the checkerboard or the chessboard, the game. Looks like a simple plain square grid, and you ink the alternate squares of the grid, right? So you will ink this part, right, and then this part. So I'm going to pick up my O8 and show you so that the inking is faster inking. So yes, so I'm going to be inking the alternate sections. So the pattern Knightsbridge, again the name comes from London's Knightsbridge area. The pattern was seen by Rick and Maria on some of the tiles which were seen in the area, in that area of London. So the name of the pattern, but basically looks like a chessboard wherein you have squares and you have alternate squares. If you see a row or a column, you see alternate squares inked, and that's how you get the pattern Knightsbridge, right? So if you get confused that how do you color, or you don't understand well the alternate squares to be inked, then just remember that there will be one inked square at each of the four corners of a square, right? So taking each square into consideration, one inked square at each of the four corners but never on the sides. So that's how you ink the squares of a Knightsbridge, right? So if you take up any of the squares, there will be one ink square on each of the corners, right, but never on the sides. So that's how the pattern Knightsbridge. Now what I posted on my page on Facebook were variations of the pattern Knightsbridge. And how do we get those variations? We get these variations by varying the grid in which we are putting the pattern. In all these patterns, the basic concept is the same. We are coloring or inking alternate squares or alternate square shapes, like whatever. For example, these are also square shapes, but look like diamond shapes, not exactly square. So but they are alternately inked, right? So on each of the corners there is an inked area but never on the sides. But this is a different grid. This is again a different grid where one of the line is straight but one is not straight, right? This is in a sphere. This is again, I have used the Tangle pattern jongle as a reticula and then used the pattern Knightsbridge to fill in. This is again curvy lines and then filled up the pattern with Knightsbridge, right? So you can see here how the look varies with the variation in grid, but the basic pattern Knightsbridge looks like this only, right? There is no other technicality involved, just a grid, basically a square grid, and some inking involved. If you are getting confused with the inking, just ensure that there is an inked square on each of the corners, right, but never on the sides. So let us explore this pattern a little more. I have a square tile in front of me, right? So I'm going to be starting with my 4 dots and my border, right? And then let's use a simple string, something like this, a part of a square, probably 1/4 of a square, and then some straight lines emanating from the square, right? I'm using a simple string here, but trying to show that if you don't use the traditional square grid for a Knightsbridge and try to put it in a different grid, how does the look vary, right? And believe me, the look varies a lot. So I'm going to ink this 1/4 of a sphere or circle that I've drawn here, and then draw some lines to draw my pattern Knightsbridge, right? So some lines like this, right? And then some more lines like these, like these, just drawing a grid to fill up with Knightsbridge, right? And then these lines also I'm going to ink because they are going to be part of my finished tile. So I would be needing this line as a part of my grid, so I'm going to be inking it, including my border on one side and the other side. And now I'm going to be drawing these curved lines, right, across my going to draw these curved lines, right, all throughout in the same manner from top to bottom, right, just a mild curve. Again trying that they are equidistant from each other, but again just go with the flow. Mild curve. I'm now going to fill up this whole thing with these curved lines, right? I have completed drawing the curved lines. I'm now going to insert some more straight lines like these inside the curves, right? Something like these. Right? So I've drawn some straight lines cutting across these curves, right? So my final grid is ready now. I'm now going to be starting to ink my grids, right? So again starting with inking, going to ink alternate squares, right? So going to ink this one now. It's very easy. There is nothing, no technicality involved as such. Again, all the four corners there should be an inked square, right? So if I am considering this square, then one side, one corner, again this square should be inked, right? Again this corner should be inked, right? So I'm going to ink the sphere or 1/4 of the circle that I've drawn here and fill it up with the pattern Knightsbridge, right? I'm going to continue inking like this, right? You can see here I have inked this sphere, right? And then I'm going to be inking these blocks in the same fashion, right? So if I start inking here, I am going to be inking the alternate blocks, right? If you wish, you can play around with Knightsbridge by not inking, instead drawing lines or inking in a different fashion, or you can also use these empty blocks to fill in, right, some patterns, right? For example, dots or print-ons or something like that. So the number of ways to play is endless. I am just trying to show you that Knightsbridge is a pattern which, when placed in different grids, looks very different, right? But the basic principle is the coloring or how you ink, right? The checkerboard look is the way in which you identify the pattern Knightsbridge, but the moment you vary the grid, the look of the pattern varies a lot, right? So here I'm just showing you one section how, again, I'm inking the alternate blocks, right? So inking the alternate blocks, or you can say picking up any block, inking the 4 corner blocks, right? Whichever way you find it comfortable to retain, right? So if you don't want to ink completely, just draw lines, right? Almost look like inking, or you can fill up these empty spaces also. So I'm going to ink all these sections in this way, right? See here, I have almost inked all the sections. I am now on the last section, right? So same principle, inking all the alternate sections or 4 corners of each section, never the sides, right? So the pattern involves a lot of inking, adds a lot of drama to your tile because of bold black portions. So another drama tangle, you can call it, right? So just adding a little ink to the border which is not inked because I want it, right? Yeah. So now let us go ahead and shade our tangle, and shading also adds a lot of dimension to your tangle, particularly Knightsbridge, because it is a very simple pattern to draw, but depending on how you put it into a grid and how you shade it, its look varies, right? So the look greatly varies with how you shade it and what kind of a grid in which you are putting it. So since the upper grid is a sphere, I am going to darken the edges, right, and leave the center light, right? So just going to darken the edge, pull it towards the center, right, and leave the center white, something like this, right? And for the rest of the section, I'm going to be putting graphite on these dividing lines that I had drawn in the beginning, right? Yes. Now going to smudge it. So just going to pull the graphite towards the center. just make sure that your ink has dried up, right, because Knightsbridge involves lot of inking, and if the ink has not dried up, then you may damaging your tile. You may end up damaging your tile with the stump. So just wait for the ink to dry up and then start to blend, right? Just pulling the graphite towards the center. Right, so I'm going to add a little more. Yeah, so that it almost reaches the center of each section, right? And then I'm going to highlight the center with my white charcoal, right? So you can see here almost I've brought it till the center of each section, right? Right, and then the white charcoal, and going to highlight the center of the sphere that I have drawn, right? Use a different blending stump to get rid of the excess charcoal, and then some highlight on the center of each section, right? Some highlight on the center of each section, right? So they look like curls, right? They look curled up. Like this, right? So just get rid of the excess chalk. Just adds a little evenness to your charcoal. I generally don't use the stump for charcoal, just use my hand, but at times it helps, right? So this is the pattern Knightsbridge. I'll show you a few more tiles that I've drawn using the same pattern, right? This is a more or less a geometrical grid that I've used, a sphere and some more line based grids looking like curls. This is more of an organic wherein Cadent has been used like a grid, and I have used Knightsbridge in the center, right? Here I have combined Knightsbridge with some organic patterns like Flux and Mocha. I have filled up the inside of the Mocha with the pattern Knightsbridge, right? And here is a different pattern, totally different use of Knightsbridge. You can note here I have also used Knightsbridge as a border tangle here, right? And this is another tile where I have used two balloon kind of shapes and then put Knightsbridge inside, and also used Knightsbridge on the four corners, right? I'll be posting these tiles on my Facebook page, right? Sanyukta Zentangle, and we'll learn more about the pattern as we proceed, right? We'll try and use this tangle pattern in other tiles that we draw when we learn other patterns also. So I'll now initial my tile. Right, and sign and date it. To Today is
Friday.
I'm sorry, I can't remember the date. 14th, yes. Today is 14th August. Okay, take a moment to appreciate your tile, and we'll meet again with a new Zentangle original pattern. Till then, have a good time, stay safe.